Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Lin and Infi taking place here on Last Refuge. Here we have, well, I just even remembered this. All right, Lin is going to be the human player, Infi actually going to be the orc player. So Infi spawning on the top right-hand side of the map as the blue orc. Meanwhile, oh my gosh, why am I keep on forgetting this? Lin spawning as the red human. Didn't Lin used to play, did they just switch races on me just to confuse me? I'm not 100% sure. I'll just try to refer to them as red and blue, or human and orc, throughout the rest of this matchup, as I keep on feeling like I am misquoting or misstating all of these names. Now, we are looking at the Altar of Kings coming into play at the right and appropriate time, so it is not going to be a Tavern Hero. Meanwhile, Altar of Storms pretty much showing the same exact thing, and it is going to be a Farseer going up against an Archmage. Archmage is, well, such a strong leader in that human army. I've mentioned it time and time again. Sometimes the hero is such a strong unit by itself. Looking at the Demon Hunter in patch 1.28, Blade Master in patch 1.28, that it pretty much is a one-man army. Meanwhile, other heroes are just better at leading an army. The Death Knight and the Archmage being examples of that. Death Knight with that Unholy Aura allowing undead units to really move around the map, and with that 600 hit point heal, allowing the Death Knight and the undead army to just trade trade mana for units a lot of the times, as your units just simply don't die that quickly. Spirit Wolves hunting peasants. I don't know what peasants are. Peasants or persons. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue to break things down here. Lin now trying to pull things back. Gonna clear out this 5-3-3 creep camp very early on, picking up a Ring of Protection +2. Meanwhile, the Forest Trolls will end up getting taken down. Archmage will stay just outside, or just under level 2 right here after clearing up this creep camp, as the Spirit Wolves may actually, excuse me, not the Spirit Wolves, but if you get a Forest Troll Shadow Priest, that might actually be a very, very useful unit with that Abolish Magic. All right, this Water Elemental gonna take a lot more damage than it would like right now, trying to get some damage across those units. There goes, the denying of the Spirit Wolves right there, 75 mana lost. But anyways, if you knew you were going to be losing one unit, why not go ahead and do that? All right, that low hit point Water Elemental perhaps should be backing off. Farseer could try and put pressure there, as that Water Elemental is backing off again. Yeah, Infi and Lin, they seem to be just playing with me a little bit there. Archmage able to slip through into that position. As you can see, that there is that Scout Tower, which I mentioned in a previous game is so important now that the Farseer has become a primary hero for Orc. This Spirit Wolf gonna try and put pressure onto that Militia. Militia versus Spirit Wolf, even though the Militia has, I believe, less hit points and more armor, doesn't seem to be attacking nearly as fast or losing more hit points as well. Water Elemental still getting a little bit of damage, as the Archmage, all it can really do right now is try to hold this position and try and fight back. Oh, the Militia doing a great job moving back and forth between the buildings, making it difficult for the Spirit Wolves to actually land solid hits. Meanwhile, the Archmage, I believe, is there enough room right there? Yeah, there is enough room right there to slip through, even for a larger unit such as that Archmage, as a peasant does eventually get taken down. All right, Infi doing a great job continuing with that pressure once more, as we're looking at the Footmen now chase back all of these units here. No Arcane Vault, a new farm being added to prevent any, entry from the north, as we're still looking at a little bit of a chase action going on. Footmen, Archmage chasing back after all those units. 27 supply compared to 23, 23 supply compared to 40, as we should be looking at, tier 2 upgrades. There is double bestiary. Interesting double bestiary in this matchup. No Spirit Lodge, and that could mean either more raiders or it could mean Wind Riders. Goblin Alchemist has now become a much more favorable hero, as the Goblin Alchemist, his biggest downfall is the lack of mana. Wyverns or Wind Riders, Wyverns is a Reign of Chaos unit, as we're looking at the Goblin Alchemists make their way over as well. Archmage does not have Brilliance Aura. That is going to be a definite problem. Meanwhile, he does not know about the second Bestiary in the back. Archmage is purposely positioning himself in a way so that he can actually minimize the amount of surface areas, but this is actually just in a horrible spot here. Not good at all. And how, well, Lin, thinking that perhaps he was able to cancel the Bestiary, doesn't have to deal with Wind Riders yet, doesn't know that his opponent had gone for double Bestiary. That is a huge, huge setback, as he is now looking to set up additional guard towers to perhaps protect from those Wind Riders. Farseer with barely any experience on the board. Naga Sea Witch able to slip through. Archmage is right here. We should be looking at getting some priests, and there are some priests already out onto the battle. Are we going to see a resummoning again? Yes. Every time a Spirit Wolf looks like it is about to fall, it is resummoned, and that is the reason why that Archmage is still just sitting at level 1. Archmage at level 1 is an absolutely horrific hero, especially if you already have your second hero and some casters joining in on the fight. This Archmage has no leadership potential at all. All right. Grunts now joining in on the fight. They're going to have a difficult time. Once again, another summon there, as the sorceresses do not have any easy way of getting additional mana. Meanwhile, Wind Rider joining out on the fight. Priest quickly getting taken down, as the sorceress wants to get a slow off or try to fix some of these units. Now the Goblin Alchemist, even though it is a melee hero, does have an anti-air attack built in, similar to how, well, many heroes, once they gain an orb, they are able to attack air. Goblin Alchemist now making its rounds out, trying to finish off some of these units. Archmage is there as well. Is it going to be able to pick off some of these units here? Archmage going to perhaps get in front. Archmage going to be able to get a surround off on this Naga Sea Witch. No, Naga Sea Witch able to slither through once more, as the sorceress getting taken down. A beautiful game here by Infi with the Farseer and Naga Sea Witch. Meanwhile, Archmage is in serious trouble. Scroll of Speed getting underway as the Archmage tries to escape. Already down to 90 hit points, down to 57. But at this point, if the Archmage is able to throw himself on his sacrificial staff and deny the experience, resurrection is going to be very easy. What are you doing? Where are you running off to? Running off to the north, perhaps hoping to get finished off by the rock golem here. No, not doing that either. All right, Archmage going up against a Wind Rider. That is a horrible spot to be. Gonna go ahead and aggro there, takes the boulder, and now falls. Back down to the south, you can take a look. Goblin Alchemist is still trying to heal up multiple units, able to heal up one priest and keep it alive, but things are not looking good for Lin at all. All right, second Arcane Sanctum being added. Blacksmith being added in here as well. We should be looking at Rifleman. Archmage needs to be resurrected, and does it have room? I don't know if the Archmage actually has room to walk out if it does get resurrected. I don't believe that is enough room there. That definitely doesn't look like enough room. Maybe right here, and then be able to escape back off to the north, but that could be a very dangerous thing. Yeah, there you go. Archmage now rounding the corner, and experience needs to be had. Back off to the north here. Wind Riders, Naga Sea Witch, Farseer, both sitting at level 1. And remember, folks, we are 9 minutes into this game. We do not have a level 2 hero anywhere on the board. Goblin Alchemist getting that Clarity Potion. Archmage gonna finally get to level 2 eventually. Wind Rider, oh, Wind Rider could get taken down. already down to 195, 169 hit points. Is it going to end up getting focused down here? Wind Rider down to 65 and ends up surviving. A couple of ensnares do go down. There go a priest trying to absorb as much damage as possible. Naga Sea Witch sits at level 2. Goblin Alchemist still sitting at level 1. So much poke damage, and all that caster backline is absolutely getting destroyed. Spirit Wolves trying to be added. A Forest Troll Berserker trying to focus down some of those Wind Riders as well, unable to do so as the peasants are now getting taken out as well. Goblin Alchemist now looking to back up. Robe of Magi +6, extremely helpful. Meanwhile, the Archmage perhaps should be picking up that item as well, as it would be able to do +6 damage against all of those air units. Back down to the south. Well, south, not south. South. Grunt's now looking to back up again. All right, 60 supply coming in from the orc. Meanwhile, 41 supply coming in from the human. Infi Lin reversed races for some strange reason. That's the reason why I seem to be tripping up so much, as the Archmage is just being forced to sit inside his base. Now, that Archmage does have that Robe of Magi, so that should be extremely helpful in being able to attack, deal more damage to those Wind Riders, and perhaps dropping additional water elementals as well. Once the Archmage gets to level 3, level 2 water elementals should have a significant boost in hit points and damage output to help actually counteract those Wind Riders. Until then, though, the sheer power of those Wind Riders just may be too much. Riflemen being added in here as well. 2 Riflemen. Archmage now going to get picked apart here as the Rifleman tries to get back. Chain Lightning, Healing Spray a little bit late as we're still fighting our way through. Wind Rider is going to go ahead and easily poke apart that Rifleman there. Rifleman trying to head to the back, able to do so, but still gets finished off by Grunts. All right, an army of air units absolutely dominating the skies. Wind Riders able to finish off many of those units there. Is going to be able to poke that apart. Wind Rider down to 15 hit points and gets finished off by a potion in the back from the Goblin Alchemist. Goblin Alchemist uses that potion or that health stone, and in order to survive a little while longer, is going to be able to get away. Archmage still trying to run back here. Down to 27 hit points, and he's just going to sit on himself and Healing Spray. Rifleman, oh, so difficult. Home field advantage is going to be absolutely so large right now, as the Goblin Alchemist down to, 169 hit points, but still able to hold off against all of these units. Wind Riders with their light armor absolutely picked apart, as sorceresses and priests need to be trained up. All right, Archmage sitting at level 2. Goblin Alchemist sitting at level 2. Oh, that range was absolutely perfect. Clarity Potion should perhaps be given to, was given to the Goblin Alchemist, as he wants to get much more healing going on as well. All right, Arcane Vault will get taken down. We are 13 minutes into this game. Farseer level 3, Naga Sea Witch level 3, going up against a level 2 Archmage and Goblin Alchemist. However, right now we see a little bit too much of a one-trick pony from the Orc army. There are too many Wind Riders, and I say too many as, well, if your opponent is able to get the proper counter unit, all of a sudden, that hero advantage that you're looking at can, in fact, flip. Wind Riders are 4 supply units and do fall apart relatively quickly. Archmage, does not get the experience, only needs 17 more in order to get to level 3. And once level 3 happens, the Goblin Alchemist will also be at level 3, being able to deal more damage at will. Goblin Alchemist does have 31 to 58 damage, so his attack is nothing to laugh at. Meanwhile, back across over here, Wind Riders making their way across. Are we going to see some damage be pushed through? Yes, we are. Riflemen, do they have the range upgrades? Yes, they do, as more and more Riflemen are still being trained up. Archmage now finally on the board with a good amount of mana. Wind Riders still pushing their way through. Naga Sea Witch and Farseer sitting at 3 and 3 still. They have not used their advantage wisely, and there is still an economic advantage to be had. All right. Let's see how all of this is going to unfold here. Is the Goblin Alchemist 2 experience away from that next level? Can the Wind Riders seal the deal, or are the Wind Riders going to accidentally feed experience to the human army. You're sitting at 67 supply and you haven't taken an expansion yet, and you haven't done anything else of significance. That is a major problem, and you're still only clearing out green creep camps because you're trying to put pressure with those Wind Riders. Going after a red creep camp, getting to level 4 and perhaps even level 5 may be a better use of the time. You don't need the full squadron of Wind Riders to actually harass. 4 to 5 Wind Riders would be enough to kind of freeze the human player in his base, while you would have 2 to 3 Wind Riders accompanying your army to actually gain experience. It is still only a 1 level difference between these two armies. Yes, one is almost level 4 and the other is almost level 3. But Goblin Sappers, oh, they're going to go ahead and rage on in. Are they going to be able to get their target? And it gets taken down, but not close enough to the towers. All right, we're going to try to poke their way through. Are they going to be able to do it? Sorceress, get in there as well, as all of these units are backing off once more. Still, level 3 now on that Archmage and that Goblin Alchemist. Now, more guard towers are being added here. So what is going to actually go down? Also, remember, economic advantage actually belongs to the human player. 10 gold a second versus 7. All right. The only real reason why we could possibly see a comeback is going to be because his opponent let it happen. There's a lot of repairing currently going on. One Wind Rider taking a lot more damage than it would like, and the tower stays up. The tower with massive repairs still alive here, as the Farseer and Nagasiwich both sitting now at level 4 compared to level 3. Archmage now making their way around the corner here, and we are sitting at 44 supply compared to 63. We should be looking at more repairs getting underway. There's a Scroll of Town Portal, and I believe all of these units will be able to, well, live and fight another day. But, well, 350 gold lost from that Scroll of Town Portal. All right. Acid Bomb being used here. -1 armor. Everything taking additional damage. And with Focus Fire, that Acid Bomb is incredibly, incredibly powerful. Reveal, trying to keep track of where all of the units are. And you gotta remember, Lin is actually doing a better job. He's clearing out a red creep camp right now, when his opponent at level 4 is still clearing out orange creep camps. This is going to allow Lin to do a little bit of a catch-up. You can take a look. He's almost level 4. Meanwhile, Farseer is going to be sitting at a solid 4. Nagasiwich still at 4 as well. And the army is still only Wind Riders. What is going on? All right, selling that crystal orb right there. Farseer, well, illusion, just putting some feigned pressure there, as the Farseer, this is just an illusion, also looking to back up again. Summoning some more units. Let's take a look. Damage being had. That Farseer illusion. Can you tell which one is which? Well, no, Goblin. Okay, so we have 2 Goblin Alchemists. I don't remember the last time I saw 2 Goblin Alchemists in a single game. But 2 Goblin Alchemists now currently in the game. Scroll of Healing being used there to try to keep all the units alive. This Goblin Alchemist should be trying to... Oh, it will end up getting ensnared often if it tries to use that healing spray, since it is a channeled ability. Archmage almost at level 4. This Goblin Alchemist sitting at level 1. This Goblin Alchemist sitting at level 3. Archmage does get, in fact, to level 4, as we see a number of low hit point units trying to escape. Kodo Beast is right here. Is it going to end up eating any of these units? It's trying to try to escape here. No slow onto that Kodo Beast for some strange reason. Acid Bomb, it is going to be taking some additional damage. No Chemical Rage, and a Kodo Beast will end up falling at the hands of a Goblin Alchemist. Archmage is sitting at level 4. Is the Goblin Alchemist going to level up? No, 15 experience shy. And this is what happens when you don't press your advantage. Lin, all of a sudden, looked like he was in a horrible spot, but Infi was unable to capitalize on his advantage at all. We're going to be looking at a 4-4 army going up against a 4-4-1 Farseer, Naga Sea Witch, and that Alchemist. Alchemist should get to level 2 here without a problem. I do not believe the other remaining heroes will get to level 5. But that Goblin Alchemist does get a Sobi Mask, so some big items there. Manual of Health also being dropped, so that Goblin Alchemist already up to 900 hit points while sitting at level 2. 4-4 going up against a 4-4-2. Naga Sea Witch still... Where is that Naga Sea Witch? I thought I saw the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch is hiding under a Wind Rider, sitting at level 4, almost level 5. All right. Oh, clearing out another red creep camp with... And also keeping a footman in the back to try and keep track if there is going to be a potential creepjack. Archmage does have a Scroll of Town Portal. He has a Get Out of Jail Free card. Item dropped, Medallion of Courage. +4 health, or +4 strength and intelligence. Exactly what the doctor orders for that Goblin Alchemist. A strong, smart brute, so to speak. Plenty of mana, and being able to use those acid bombs effectively could cause some major issues. 48 supply compared to 60. Economic advantage still belongs to Lin at this stage in the game. And this invisible footman has to like what he sees when he knows that his opponent has still yet to set an expansion up. Naga Sea Witch is at 5. Goblin Alchemist is at 2.5. Farseer is at, or will be at 5 right, or nope, needs a little bit more. A footman could have tried to position himself right here to try and stop the expansion attempt, but it is now a 5-5-2 going up against a 4-4. Are we going to see a third hero? Economic advantage still could perhaps translate. Well, Staff of Teleportation right there. Goblin Alchemist could get a big acid bomb, invis acid bomb, causing all of those units to clump together. And now, if that damage adds up even further, that would be absolutely crazy. Footmen do have, well, defend as they are trying to fight back here. Rifleman going to go ahead and engage. Farseer with that chain lightning, big damage once more. Goblin Alchemist in that front line should perhaps be using a potion of invulnerability. Doesn't need to, just healing sprays his entire army. Archmage uses a potion of invulnerability. Acid bomb still attacking. There it goes. All those units are going to try and back up again as there is still a little bit of a mana issue on that Goblin Alchemist. Rifleman, chain lightning going back and forth. Fork lightning coming across. Book of the Dead being used. Quickly dispelled, though, by the priest. Goblin Alchemist now up to level 3 and level 5. As you see a lot of healing spray going across multiple units. Archmage still, well, taking a lot of damage, but enjoying the healing spray from that Goblin Alchemist there and able to stick around a little while longer. Archmage could give the Scroll of Town Portal to the Goblin Alchemist if it does get dicey enough, and I believe it will, since, well, there is nope, not going to get dicey enough. No chance of disenchant. Yeah, healing spray, I do believe, still heals the air. Archmage heading back down. A Goblin Alchemist heading back down. It is a 5-5 versus a 5-5-3. Economic advantage now finally in favor of the Orc. Actually 2-1 since the Orc player is sitting on no upkeep as well. 37 supply compared to 44. No expansion attempt here. What is Lin thinking? Lin has not... even though he has worked so hard to get back into this game, has not set up an expansion. No arcane towers down here. And this gold mine should... Oh, this gold mine is gone. The gold mine is gone. So it is 1 gold mine to nothing at this point. What you see is what you get. And is it going to be enough? Goblin Alchemist going to go ahead and engage. Does have a Scroll of Town Portal. Chain lightning. Damage across the board. And the strength of the heroes may just be enough. But also, at the same time, the Archmage isn't going to be able to focus down. Yeah, you can see that piercing damage on a negative armor hero. How much damage each little poke does, in fact, do. All right, thank you for the subscription, as the Goblin Alchemist is going to go ahead and continue to fight back here. If it turns into 0 bases to 0, that would be absolutely a comeback. As you take a look, a couple of peasants getting taken out. All right, the Spirit Wolves are only the level 2 variety. They are not invisible while standing still, as the Priests are now trying to fight back here. Goblin Alchemist getting off another Acid Bomb, finishing off so many units, as you see a Chain Lightning trying to pick off some more. 21 supply compared to 34. Who is actually winning out in this battle, as a Rifleman tries to hide from the Spirit Wolves, unable to do so. And, well, no, not over yet. Goblin Alchemist, is it going to get taken down? Down to 108, down to 96. It gets taken down. The final Farseer attack was about to hit the Archmage, but Scroll of Town Portal in time. 16 supply compared to 27. As there is no, yeah, that was a massive click. Nothing else to be had. Unable to train. Oh, a priest was trained back out. And there is some healing spray as well. Archmage at level 5. Goblin Alchemist at level 5. Water Elemental, Invisible, heading out. Let's take a look at this. 2 Wind Riders and a Kodo Beast. Water Elemental in that belly will not get digested in time. But that is still an important play. Meanwhile, Naga Sea Witch is out onto the field. This Goblin Alchemist getting resurrected. 25 minutes into this game, and a human player does not have an expansion. Oh, let's take a look at this here. Engagement, there you go. Is it going to get taken down? There goes one. As that, well, that Spirit Wolf needs to back off. That one priest, definitely worth its weight right there. As Water Elementals, Invis Water Elementals making their way off to the north. Perhaps it is detected or spotted. Water Elemental could try and get some damage onto those units in the back. It is relatively slow, and there you go, going after that unit. All right, Kodo Beast to just walk up, engage, as the Water Elemental. Oh, is it going to be able to attack back? No, it is not. Perfect range. Timed life, though. Beautiful, beautiful execution as the Goblin Alchemist and the units are now all right here. Oh, we could see an Acid Bomb. What's happening here? Oh, Goblin Alchemist could Acid Bomb and try to finish off all of those units as the Water Elemental does get taken down. There is an Acid Bomb. As you can see, this one peasant gonna get taken out. Staff of Teleportation. Is it gonna work? Yes, it is. After the Ensnare, he waited for the Ensnare first and then executed the Staff of Teleportation. Invisible Summons. Going to be perhaps the deciding factor in this matchup, as the sorceresses are able to constantly make invisible units. Wind Riders, oh, there you go. There is that another. Is it going to be able to get away? Wind Rider down to 94 hit points, 76, taken down. It is now 16 supply compared to 42, and more importantly, that Archmage is getting that much closer to level 6. Does a Kodo eat or drink a Water Elemental? I don't know. It devours it. Let's just say that. Alchemist now heading back up to the north. Archmage is here as well. Who's going to be able to win out on this fight? Raiders are here as well. Archmage gonna get in trouble. Invisible, not going to be enough. Oh, and that's it. All right. If we saw the epic comeback, that would have been absolutely amazing. But it just fell short. And it was kind of anticlimactic. I'm sorry. It really was anticlimactic. It was getting there, and then, well, Archmage dead. Game over. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.